Hello friends, today we will discuss very important topic, that is de Broglie concept, de Broglie wave concept regarding the calculation of wavelength. Already we know, according to Einstein, light has dual character, that is particle and wave character. But this concept, de Broglie, a French physicist, in 1924, he stated that not only light, all material bodies, all material particles, that means all matter, have dual character. Means matter possesses wave character and matter also possesses particle character. Basing on this concept, he calculated the wavelength of the particle, moving particle. That wavelength due to wave character of the particle. So let us discuss the calculation of de Broglie wavelength of the particle. De Broglie equation. De Broglie equation. This equation can be derived with the help of two laws by taking two concepts. The first concept is already know, that Planck's quantum theory. Planck's quantum theory. According to Planck's quantum theory, that E is equal to h nu, which is equal to hc by lambda. This is the statement of Planck's quantum theory, that energy is directly proportional to frequency and energy is inversely proportional to wavelength. That is according to Planck's quantum. This concept, that is wave character. This we can say it is a wave character, wave nature. This is the wave nature concept. E is equal to h nu means if any radiation has wave character, if any radiation has wave nature, then E is equal to h nu. But according to Einstein, matter has the energy of matter, that energy is equal to E is equal to mc square. This concept is particle character. Particle nature. So wave nature and particle nature, both energy is same. Both energy is same. So if you take, this is equation 1, then equation 2, if you take these two equations, then what is the result? hc upon lambda is equal to mc square, implies what? That lambda is equal to h by mc. From these two equations, he derived the wavelength of the particle is equal to, or wavelength of the wave or radiation is equal to h by mc. H is Planck constant, m is the mass of the particle, c is the velocity. But if it is light, then c is the velocity of light, m is the particle which is moving in light velocity, h is a constant. But this, when you use this formula for any particle, this is for light. For any particle, lambda is equal to h by mv. Why? Because v is the velocity of the body, velocity of the particle, that is v. So c is replaced by v, any velocity having same mass but any velocity, lambda is equal to h by mv. So this derivation is called de Broglie wavelength calculation of the particle. Then this formula can be derived in another. This is the first calculation. Then second calculation may be like this. We know kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Kinetic energy equal to half mv square. And this equation h by mv can be written as h by p. What is p? P is the momentum. P is the momentum. P is the momentum, mass and velocity, their product is momentum. So as it is moving body, every moving particle has momentum, that is mv, so h by p, this formula. So now second formula can be derived in this way. K is equal to half mv square and your m into k is equal to half m square v square, multiplied, m is multiplied in both sides, then m into v is equal to 2m k square root, like this. You put this, now lambda is equal to h by, in place of mv can be written as 2mk square root of this one. This is another formula. First formula, second formula, then third formula, like this. So this is the third. Another form, we can write that we know kinetic energy is equal to EV. What is EV? Electron volt energy. Kinetic energy also equal to EV. Charge into voltage. V means voltage. Electrical energy. Kinetic energy is conservable. Energy is neither created nor be destroyed. One energy can be converted to another form. So kinetic energy of the particle can be converted to electrical energy. So E into V. So we can put here that lambda is equal to h by 2mke square root, which is equal to h by 2m EV square. What is EV? EV is the electrical energy having charge and voltage. So this formula lambda, another formula. So different way we can write. First formula, second formula, third formula, this is the fourth formula. Another formula can be derived from this de Broglie equation, that we know that what? Lambda is equal to h by mv. Lambda is equal to h by mv. But we know this lambda, as per the Planck's quantum theory, that mu is equal to v by lambda. Nu means, what is nu? Nu is the frequency. Frequency is equal to velocity by wavelength. So lambda is equal to velocity by frequency. So lambda place here, lambda equal to velocity by frequency. Lambda is equal to h by mv. This lambda is equal to velocity by frequency. This is the velocity by frequency. Taking these two, what is the value of frequency? Implies what is the value of frequency? Frequency is equal to how much? How much result is coming? Which is equal to this calculation. This lambda is h by mv is equal to how much? V by mu. As it is v by mu, then what you can write? So h frequency is equal to, if you see, frequency is equal to how much? mv square by h. mv square by h. If you take this one, frequency is equal to mv square by h. If you multiply half in both sides, half you multiply, then half mv square, half mv square by half h. Half mv square is equal to k. Half mv square is equal to k, then by half h, which is equal to 2k by h. What is the value? Lambda. So now another formula you got, lambda is equal to how much? 2ke upon Planck's constant. This is the fifth formula. So first formula, second formula, third formula, fourth formula and fifth formula, all these formula are derived from de Broglie equation. So all are very important for numerical calculation. Okay, this is about the derivation of de Broglie equation. Next we will start that significance of de Broglie equation. First significance is derivation of angular momentum. Angular momentum can be derived, can be calculated from this de Broglie equation. We know what lambda is equal to h by mv. But if the particle is moving in a circular path, if particle is moving in a circular path, this is your radius and the wave, particle has wave, as it has wave character, if it has wave character, then the circumference of this circle is 2 pi r. The circumference of the circle for complete wave, wave means a complete circle. If a complete circle, then this is the distance is 2 pi r. This distance is equal to, you can calculate by touching crest to crest, like this, lambda, lambda, lambda. That means number of lambda when it will be added. If number of lambda will be added, you will get the same value. One lambda, second lambda, third lambda, like this. If you add one by one, you will get the same circumference. That means 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. What is n? N is integer, not the 0. starting from 1 to like this. It cannot be negative. A positive integer always n lambda, value of n, number of crest. This distance is called crest to crest is called wavelength. So 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. What is the, if put the value of lambda, this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If put the lambda value here, then 2 pi r is equal to n. What is the value of lambda? H by mv. Then lambda is equal to h by mv. Then what is the value? Now bring mvr. You bring here. So mvr is equal to how much? nh by 2 pi. This calculation already done in Bohr's atomic model. In Bohr's atomic model already we have calculated the angular momentum of the electron in the particular orbit is equal to nh by 2 pi. Already we have written the postulates of Bohr's model. Angular momentum, linear momentum into radius, mv into r, that is angular momentum. Angular momentum equal to nh by 2 pi. So this is the one important significance of de Broglie equation, that the angular momentum can be calculated from de Broglie using de Broglie equation. Then another significance is, let it be for cricket ball. For cricket ball of mass 0.1 kg, mass is 0.1 kg and velocity is 60 meter per second. The cricket ball mass is 0.1 kg and velocity is how much? Cricket ball 60 meter per second. This is the velocity of the cricket ball. Let it be like this data. Then what is the, if cricket ball is, let it be considered as it has wave character. Let cricket ball, moving cricket ball has wave character, we will prove it. Now what is the lambda value of this cricket ball? Lambda is equal to h by mv. H is 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second upon m already given, mass of cricket ball is 0.1 kg. Then what is the velocity of cricket ball is 60 meter per second. Then if you calculate what is, how much lambda is coming, you calculate, just try to calculate, pause the video and calculate it. Quick, how much coming? Approximate value how much? 10 to the power how much coming? The result will be approximately 10 to the power minus 34. 34? How much? As it is in meter, 34 meter. As we have taken meter per second, so wavelength value will be 10 to the power minus 34. For cricket ball, the wavelength is 10 to the power minus 34. That means very low wavelength. Means experimentally this value cannot be calculated. Theoretically value is coming this much, but practically when we will calculate this much of distance, 10 to the power minus 34 is very, very small. We cannot calculate. That means cricket ball, when you use the wavelength of cricket ball, then the value will be very small. That means we cannot calculate the wavelength of cricket ball, moving cricket ball. That means for cricket ball, wave character is meaningless. That means 10 to the power minus 34 is very, very small. Very, very small. Very, very small means the wave nature of this cricket ball is meaningless. Wave nature is meaningless. Wave nature of this ball is meaningless. That means It has no wave character. That means it has no wave character. Then consider it is a macro body, macro particles. Let us consider very small particles. Let it be electron. For electron, if you take for electron, let velocity same. Velocity of electron, let it be 60 meter per second. We are taking the velocity of electron as meter per second. Then how much wavelength is coming? Lambda is equal to h by mv, which is equal to 6.62 10 to the power minus 34 upon mass of electron we know 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg into velocity, same velocity taken for comparison. Two particles taken, one cricket ball and one electron. Cricket ball is heavy, that is bigger mass, and electron is very smaller mass. Then what is the wavelength is coming? For this calculation, the wavelength value will be 10 to the power. How much you calculate first? How much is coming? How much coming the wavelength of electron of velocity 60 meter per second? The value is 10 to the power minus 5 meter. 10 to the power 5 meter is approximately 10 to the power 5 angstrom. 10 to the power 5 angstrom is easily calculated experimentally. Possible. It is possible. It is possible. Practically, experimentally, it is possible. That means for calculation of wavelength of electron, very microscopic particle, the de Broglie wavelength can be calculated. That means it has what? Wave character, wave nature. But cricket ball has no wave nature because the wavelength of cricket ball will be very small if you calculate. That means we cannot calculate wavelength of cricket ball. That means it has no wave character. But for cricket ball it can be calculated approximately 10 to the power 5 angstrom. That's why it has significance for microscopy. It has significance for micro particles, microscopic particles, not micro, not macro, micro. For microscopic particle, micro object, this wavelength can be calculated. This is the calculation of what? Wavelength of electron and wavelength of cricket ball. But we know this equation can be derived another way, that lambda is equal to h by mv. That means h is a constant. If mass of the body is taken constant for the same particle, for the different particle mass is same. Let it be same mass of the different particles. Then mass is constant, then h will be constant, then lambda and velocity is inverse. That means lambda is inversely proportional to velocity. That means lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equal to v2 by v1. Having same mass, having same mass. This formula also very important for numerical problem. Then another formula, lambda is equal to h by p. Already we have done. P is the momentum. That means h is constant, p is the particle momentum. Every moving object has momentum. Every moving object which has some kinetic energy, it has momentum. If it cannot move, the momentum is zero. Velocity 0 means momentum 0. As particle has velocity means it has momentum. Lambda is equal to h by p. Similarly, lambda 1 by lambda 2 is equal to p2 by p1. This is another formula. Relation between wavelength and momentum, that means inversely. Wavelength and velocity inversely. Greater momentum, lower wavelength. Greater velocity, lower wavelength. That means we will calculate like this. So, for another calculation for a different numericals, let us discuss. Next we will do another. Now we discuss some numericals. First numerical is particles A and B are in motion, moving bodies A and B. Wavelength of A is 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 meter. Wavelength of A is given. But question is, what is the wavelength of second particle, moving particle B, if the momentum of first particle is half of the second particle? This is the data. That means already you know it is a relation between wavelength of two particles and its momentum. As two particles, their wavelength and momentum relation is given, we know that what lambda A by lambda B, that is first question answer, lambda A by lambda B is equal to PB by PA. PB by PA. Okay? If momentum A is half, if the momentum A is half of which one? Momentum A is half. So here we put lambda A value given 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 meter. Lambda B is asked. Then what is the relation between PB and PA? If momentum A is half, if momentum of A is half, that means momentum of A is half of B. That means PB is twice of A. Momentum of A is half, that means momentum of B is twice of A. So how much from it? Here implies P lambda B is equal to how much coming? Lambda B is equal to 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 meter by 2. If momentum is half, if A is half, then automatically B will be twice. How much? Momentum of A is half. Then lambda A by lambda B is equal to PB by PA. Then what is the value? How much coming? How much? Lambda B is asked. If momentum B, suppose momentum of B is, if momentum B is half of A, calculate wavelength if momentum of B is half of A. Then we put here better half of A. That means B will be remain like this. Momentum of B is half of A. How much coming? So it will be half of P. Half of P means how much coming? That means is equal to half. Then lambda B will be twice of 5 into 10 to the power minus 8. If momentum B is half of A, so PB by PA, PB is half A, then PA. Then that is remaining half. So result is lambda is equal to twice of this. That means how much? 10 into 10 to the power minus 8 is equal to 10 to the power minus 7 meter. This is the calculation of wavelength of B. Okay. Then second question. Second question is the kinetic energy of the particle is this much. That means K is given. K is equal to 5 in 5.85 into 10 to the power minus 25 joule. Then what is question? Frequency. Frequency is asked. We know in the calculation of Broglie equation, frequency is equal to, already we have calculated how much frequency formula already calculated. Frequency is equal to mv square by h, or in the form of kinetic energy how much? In the form of kinetic energy value is how much? How much coming? 2 kE by h. 2 kE by h. Already we have calculated that frequency and kinetic energy, there is a formula. Frequency is equal to 2 kE by h. Frequency is equal to 2 kE by h. Already we have calculated. Then what is the value? You put the 2 kinetic energy is 5.85 into 10 to the power minus 25 by h is 6.62 into 10 to the power minus 34. Then how much frequency is coming? Calculate it. How much result is coming? Result is how much? Result is 1.77 into 10 to the power 9. 1.77 into 10 to the power 9 second inverse. This is the frequency. Direct formula. Always try to use direct formula so that you can save your time for calculation. So this is the frequency of the particle. Like this, you can solve different numericals related to de Broglie-Overby equation. Okay, very good. Thank you.